Hello tribe, welcome back to the channel. Let's see what is happening with you next week and a half. And as usual, choose using your intuition, not your eyes. I don't have any objects here today. Pile number 1 is on your left, 2 middle, 3 on your right. This is the gold foil tarot, in case anyone will be wondering, and I will see you in timestamps. Hey, pile number 1, let's see what is up with you. Okay, main energy, the High Priestess. Let's see what we got. Why is this High Priestess here? Four of Wands and 9 of Wands. Okay, let's tap into this. This doesn't feel like intuition to me. It feels more so like someone is being secretive or laying low, and it's particularly connected to either their marriage or their household, as if someone doesn't want to give everything away that's happening. Someone is very protective over their home. Someone is protective over their property overall here. Maybe there is a reason why. Maybe, for example, someone may be selling it and they go, okay, I'm not gonna just sell it to anyone because I really care about this property. Or someone is being really secretive about what is happening in their household. They have those barriers, walls up here. I don't want you to know what is going on behind the scenes. Okay, why is that? Because someone is carrying a lot. So this reminds me of a situation where someone is playing this role of showing up appearances where I'm super happy, home is great, life is good, everything is perfect, but in reality there's just a lot going on and someone doesn't want to tell. Or someone could be playing perfect family, but in reality that is not necessarily true. Someone is carrying quite a lot of weight on their shoulders and they're tired. I don't know if this is you or this is someone that you're dealing with next week and a half. What is the best course of action in this situation for someone who's carrying these wands? Best course of action: to talk about what they need, what they're lacking. Someone, I don't feel like the secrecy is advantageous in any way. I feel like it's just someone trying not to be viewed as less than, or maybe they compare themselves to other people and they go, I don't want anyone to know about this. Yeah, it's best to talk to someone. And I really feel like some people who are in this situation, if they are still gonna keep it to themselves, they may want to talk to a tarot reader, a healer, a therapist. But if it's a therapist, then they do some sort of spiritual practice too, or they work with energies, because they think that's the best way for them. Or they need that kind of guidance, intuitive, maybe energetic guidance or help or support here. Okay, why is the story showing up here? Why is this story showing up here? Because changes have to be made. It's enough fighting this, or it's enough. Someone needs peace. Someone needs peace and to fill their cups. And the way to do that is to talk to someone about this. Talk to someone about this. This could be also a work situation, anything that is happening indoors, really. Sorry, I'm just gonna adjust my chair. Something that is happening indoors, and the person doesn't want to talk about it. For example, if someone is being bullied at work, or their boss is not treating them well, but they are pretending that everything is great at work. I don't know if they are shy or they are ashamed to talk about that. Or there are some other reasons why they want to share that. They don't want to share that. But the best course of action is communication here. Okay, let's see what other stories we got for the next. I feel like this is one portion of you. For another half, this High Priestess will have a different meaning, but let's check in, let's see. If anyone is struggling or will be struggling in their head, or they're going to be very anxious specifically about some sort of creative project or their passion, would it be a relationship and passion? Would it be some sort of passionate goal? The High Priestess is saying, please be patient with yourself, because someone is good at being patient with other people, but not themselves. And they probably are quite judgmental when it comes to the self. And the High Priestess is saying, please take it easy, one step at a time. Yeah, go outside for a walk, meditate, calm your nerves, and focus on the self. Ground yourself a little bit more. What is an important event that is happening next week and a half? This important event has a connection to another person. Okay, we're gonna talk to people who are married or who are thinking about marriage. Man, what a story here. What a story. I feel like I'm in some sort of soap opera here in this pile. I don't know for who this is, but someone in the partnership is hiding something about a child. I don't know what this is. Listen, I'm not gonna try guess or read a particular story here, but someone either doesn't want to share about a child, or doesn't want the child to be seen by the other, or is hiding, this is gonna sound crazy, but that's what's coming up, a pregnancy as well. I don't know the reasons, but I'm seeing two people, and there might be three or might be four. Either it's already there or it's going to be happening. Out of two, we have a third one. The Seven of Swords is saying that someone is keeping it hush-hush. So maybe they're not keeping it from their partner. It's not that dramatic. From everyone else, until they are ready to share the news. Okay? All right. What's important to focus on next week and a half? What's important to focus on next week and a half? Friendships, get-togethers, having a little bit more fun and being a bit more lighthearted. That's going to change your perspective, especially on difficult matters or some issues you may have had in your head. Get out there. Get out there and have fun. Of course, if you're pretty busy, you may not have the whole evening to go out, but it doesn't matter. Clear your schedule, even for a couple of hours. Going for a tea, going for, I don't know, lunch, picnic, whatever the case. Meet friends, have fun, however that fun looks like to you. Yeah, you're gonna reclaim your passion, and you're also going to feel much more driven, motivated, almost like you're full of it, you're full of energy. And that could also alter the events, the future events. Because it depends, what energy you are, with what energy you are working with. If you're working with low, maybe pessimistic or anxious energy on your project or in your relationship, that's how you operate, then the outcomes may be different from the outcomes with working with great energy, uplifted energy, light energy. Okay, so this is important for you, knowing when to take a break, knowing when to meet a friend, create, I don't know, plan a get together or something like that. That's going to almost like ease your head. And you never know what conversations will take place. Some of those conversations could be life-changing, right? Anything to avoid next week we're gonna have that is not necessary to you? Anything to avoid? Isolating yourself, turning your back to family or people who you call your family, your friends. Avoid doing that. And I feel like you tend to be, I'm gonna cope on my own, or I'm gonna sort this out on my own. It's all good to be independent in that way, but remember, we are tribal beings and we need one another. So recognize next week when you're doing way too much of that. And I really feel like whoever you consider your family, meeting with them would be quite therapeutic. Even if you're not in the mood, once you get out of the door, once you are hanging out with these people, once you come back home, you're gonna say, I'm thankful I went. This was great. Even though maybe I just wanted to be on my own. Yeah, because otherwise someone is like, someone is daydreaming or creating, a bit lost and grounded. Family, friendships is what's gonna ground you next week and a half. And also, it may spark something new in your head. Yeah, the one thing that I would watch out for pile number one is to be passive or to be completely avoidant. That would be a no-no, because I'm seeing a really important meeting or get-together here that could change things around for you. What are you happy about? This is for someone in particular that you have kicked your ass out of a door and went to the gym or you have exercised. That's gonna fill your cup. What are you happy about? Clarify Five of Cups. That you have spoken up. Or you have contacted someone. Again, this keeps coming up here. And whoever that person is, they're very in tune with their emotions and feelings, quite emotionally intelligent, and very soft and loving. It's good that you're planning ahead. Pile number one, it's great, but make sure you're planning from a grounded, optimistic energy than from pessimistic and anxious energy. That's important for you next week. We're gonna have if you're gonna start doing that, catch yourself and go, okay, let me get back to the body, let me get back to myself and out of my head. And by the way, in case anyone is in need of a private reading, I still have a promo going, $15 off of any of my service on my website. What you gotta do to claim it is click the link to my web and enter a coupon called January. It runs all January, and thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey, group number 2, let's see what we have for you. 7 of Wands as your main energy. Okay, let's get clarified. I'm going to use the Healing Light Tarot for you all. What does this mean to you next week? We're going to have what does this mean to you? Listen, I don't remember when I heard this song the last time, but the words that I heard, you gotta fight for your right. Do you remember that song? If anyone remembers exactly what it is, let me know in the comments. You gotta fight for your right. So it feels like someone is standing up for themselves, and that's your main energy next week we're gonna have, especially when it comes to your future plans, something that you want to do. I feel like there might be an influence from someone else. Say, for example, you say, I want to come back. I want to come back for some time, spend some time in my town where I grew up, because someone is coming back to the past here. Something to do with the past. And the other person goes, but what you gonna do there? Why do you need to go? Maybe you should go somewhere new and take that time and maybe explore a new place. But you go, but that's what I gotta do. That's what I feel like I gotta do. I might not know why, but I feel like I gotta do this. So it feels like someone is standing up for what they believe is right for them when it comes to future plans here. And I really feel like that's the right thing to do, because there is something there for you, something in that decision that you're standing by with, something there for you. What is this? There's a lot of joy there and love. Joy and love. Now there's one more story here. Someone is taking a trip or planning a trip next week, and that trip will be quite important, even if it's not happening next week and a half, even if the just plans are happening next week and a half. That trip will be important because you will meet someone of significance there. I'm also seeing people meeting in a random place once they are on the go. It seems like somewhere, could be to the grocery store, to their workplace, wherever movement takes place. There might be flirtation, like unexpected flirtation happening with a stranger, it feels like, and it's pretty sweet. This is nice. What else? Devil, the world. Oh, someone is being faced with their shadows. They're gonna have to see it. Or if this is not you, then you have to finally come back to the earth instead of daydreaming. Come back to the earth and truly acknowledge what shadow parts are there, with someone who you're dealing with here. Because someone feels like they're looking at the bright side of things, but reality is a little bit different. If that's you, ground yourself. Look at this with fresh set of eyes, or as a stranger would. What advice would the stranger give you? Or what advice would you give to a person who you love if they were in this situation? Yeah, because a change is needed here. Some of you, this may be a friendship situation or romantic situation, but it feels like someone is pulling a lot of weight and the other person is just kind of like, Okay, what is the happy moment for you next week and a half? What is the highlight? The unexpected highlight. What is this about? Unexpected highlight. Oh, you're very proud of a partnership here. Why? Oh, someone is helping you achieve your dreams or your goals, or someone is really, really supportive when it comes to that. You have one person in your life who's worth your trust, your love. This is a long-term partnership here, romantic, platonic, doesn't matter. But first thing first, you need to acknowledge that you are a great team together. And having such team is going to take you far. Somehow, this person is able to help you out on your journey to making your dreams come true. And I feel like you're doing the same thing to them. And there's just like a lot of support and love here. Someone is making you really happy next week. Either they're going to say something to you, or they're going to help you out with a task, or they're going to be so excited about you, much more excited about you than you are yourself. It's just that purity of energy here, purity of love and support that I love. Also, I don't feel like this is for you who's watching this, that's why I'm going to say it. I feel like someone in your circle may get engaged. or someone will start talking about engagement. Say a friend will ask, what is your friend's finger size size of a ring? What rings does she wear? I need to know the exact size. And you go, why? And then you go, oh, could be that too here. Okay, what else my people group 2? Now the relationship with the father is being highlighted here. Why? Someone needs to remind their father or father figure that they have to take care of their spine or their back. Someone's posture is not good, or someone needs to go and see a doctor, or something about the spine or something about their back. But I feel like that father figure is really stubborn and they need a kick in the ass here. I'm also seeing a father helping out their kid, even if that kid is 30, 40 years old now. They're helping their kid with either their finances or with business or with career, something that in long term would bring resources. I feel like someone is learning from the father. I'm also seeing a young man who's learning from the father how to fix stuff in the house, or how to fix the car, and do all of those things that usually men do, right? Something is being passed from one generation to the other as well. And whatever is being passed, it's valuable. It's experience, or it's valuable. It could be a material thing, but it could be also an experience here. Okay, what else? Page of Cups, 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups. Someone is telling off someone who's being childish. I don't know if this is their own kid or this is a grown-up person, but who's acting like a child. Yeah, and someone doesn't like it because they feel like they're being tamed in some way, or they feel like they're being pushed in a corner. How to best approach this situation? Okay, in this situation, what's the most important thing is to talk about success or talk about respect here. If someone is not go in that direction, instead of light they're going towards darkness, it's important to point it out and make it clear instead of hiding it. So telling someone off who is going wrong ways, now this reminds me of a teenager who has chosen a bad group to hang around, right? So it's important to give them a shake up so that their future is brighter than it could be if they still stuck with the same group of people, and those people are not really good at all. The way that I'm feeling this, they're really not the people you would want them to hang with. So that's what I have. Now, if you are in need of a reading, I still have a promo going on, $15 off of any of my service on my website. If you click on my website and if you're interested, type coupon name January, upon checkout, and in case you're gonna have any issues, let me know. But as far as I can see, everyone is successful with that. So thank you for being here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey tribe, pile number 3, let's see what we have for you. Temperance to start with. I like this for you. Let's see what this means to you. And I'm gonna be using the Healing Light Tarot. Okay, let's see. Page of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, a bit of a backstory. Let's see. The Magician. Sorry, let me push it up a little bit. The Magician. The Two of Wands. The Five of Swords. The Four of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Lovers. Two of Wands, the Lovers here. Okay, there is a lot to do with partnerships here. Someone is thinking about the way that they could be much more balanced within in a certain partnership. Now, if that's not the case, then someone is trying to make up their mind. What is best for me? What should I focus on? Should I focus on right now finding more partnerships, collaborations, or should I focus on my own journey and what I can do on my own, what I can build on my own? Next week, what would be beneficial is to be curious, like a child would, right? They are very curious about the world, because you may uncover quite a lot of information, meet people, or hear about something that would be beneficial for you in the long term. So curiosity is a way to go. Also, your cards are saying choose your battles. If you know that both of you and the other person don't see the situation the same way, drop it. Just drop it and leave. There's no need to hurt each other, because at the end no one's going to win. It's just gonna feel bad for both people. It's just not gonna be a win-win situation for anyone. Okay, I'm also seeing someone is really patient next week. What are they patient about? Two of Cups showed up. Patient about a relationship. Again, someone is like, okay, I'm gonna breathe in and breathe out, and I'm gonna see how this comes around. Maybe it's because someone had an argument or will have an argument, and they will have to let the steam go. The way I'm seeing someone letting the steam go is by doing breath work, going outside, taking some time off from this connection, or just distancing themselves from the situation until they feel that they are full again, or they can communicate in a clear manner, not just from emotions. Next week, you're pretty good at multitasking, to be honest. I feel like your to-do list would be ticked off pretty swiftly, and also I don't feel like you're gonna be very drained. I feel that there will be like 2 or 3 days in a week where you will feel literally like a magician. You'll be, okay, I've done this, I've done that, and I have so much, I felt like I had so much on my plate, but I did it all effortlessly. So it feels like you're full of energy here, which we like to see, and it feels like it's because you're focusing on your balance here. You know what you need in order to get your energy back. Either you work out, or you meditate, or you do something that lifts you up here. Let's see. What else is important to know? Three of Cups. Double the 3. Partnerships are important. Someone is being met with a situation that they're going to have to resolve here. I don't know if this is friendship or this is work situation. Could be both, actually. A colleague or a friend at work. It seems that someone has to resolve a shadow aspect here. What is the shadow aspect? Let me see. Someone may be a little bit careless in the way they talk, the way they walk, what they say. Or someone may be looking towards only their own goals or what they want and disregarding the other person. This may have to be looked at, and I really feel like it's gonna be very organically brought to the surface, that person. There's not much that you need to do. I feel like it's just gonna show. It's gonna show up for that person. I'm not feeling that you are taking any planned action here towards that. I really feel like God, universe, whatever you believe in, it just nudges that person to see that side of themselves. Okay. What else? King of Swords. Five of Cups. 7 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords. Someone is blind here to a situation. This is going to involve a male in your life. Whoever they are, they don't sugarcoat. They may come across as a little bit bossy. And it seems like this person is hiding lack of emotional fulfillment, lack of patience. There's something happening emotionally within them, and they pretty lost. Emotionally speaking, they're pretty lost. You wouldn't expect it from them because they usually show up as a very, I have my shit together type of person, or they don't really want to talk about emotions or being vulnerable that much. And I feel like you will notice it next week and a half. And in some way, you're showing up in this reading as someone who's able to help them out to overcome this situation. In a way, you're showing them the light. You're showing them the light, showing them the truth, showing them what is a more grounded way, what is a better way, what is the way that maybe they haven't tried. They will be stubborn though, whoever this is. They may say no at first. I don't want to go there. I don't want to do this. But I feel like you're gonna make a change in this person's life. And I don't even know that some of you will know about that. Sometimes when someone tells you something, exactly what you needed to hear, even if you're not talking about your issue or problem, what's on your mind, but just comes out of a conversation, and there's like that one sentence that it's exactly what you needed to hear about this other thing that you were talking about. And you go home grateful for that person, and you say, that was a download for me. That wasn't that person talking to me. That was my guide. So that's how this feels like. And this feels like this is someone who doesn't really believe, maybe even in the other world, or it's not as spiritual, but that's gonna hit them in some way. It's gonna hit them. Okay. Anything else that you need to know about here for the next week and a half? I'm getting that someone is so involved in their work, in their creations. Be careful not to burn out. This is great. Like this is a good frustration, these three cards. But make sure don't burn out, because you're gonna have to take a step back. Okay? Gotta take care of yourself. Gotta take care of yourself. Be grounded enough. You can be creative, you can go get shit done. But also you gotta have some of this earth energy. That's for my creative people who know, you have those seeing roller coaster, those moments where one maybe day you are on high and the next day you're on low, and you go, how can I keep the balance? How can I keep this going at a certain pace instead of it going up and down? How can you do that? Balance is coming through. Yes, we know this. We're asking how to get that balance. Okay, how to get that balance is by remembering the younger version of self. That see yourself as a child. What would you advise that child to do? Do you feel like that child is tired and needs to go and get a nap, or needs to take a little break instead of grinding and hustling so much? Or go and eat, right? Take breaks here. Someone is very fired up and this is great, but remember to take breaks. And then you can move forward and succeed as much as you like. Now, another thing, I do have still a promo going until the end of January, $15 off of any of my service on my website if you enter a coupon code January. So in case anyone needs it, or you want to gift it to a friend or family member, go ahead and visit my web. Otherwise, I'm gonna see you in the next one, and thank you for being here.